Hi, my name is Robert Geller, track announcer at Woodbine Racetrack. It is time to take a look at the road to the 164th running of the King's Plate, which is North America's longest continuously run race. Let's take a look at who is on Ron Geeking's top 10 list of contenders. It will be interesting to see how the top 10 list changes each week in the run-up to the King's Plate on August 20th. And here now is Gino Buccola.
Thank you, Robert. Very excited to be here on this edition of DRF's Road to the King's Plate. The King's Plate is the first jewel of the OLG Canadian Triple Crown, and I'm going to talk about 3 horses that are in the top 10 of the current power rankings for the King's Plate. They're also in the top 5 of Ron's personal power rankings, so we'll see where we have some similarities and some overlap. And I'm going to start with the filly, Mission of Joy. If you look at the overall power rankings list, she is the co-top spot. She is tied for the top spot. On Ron's list, he has her number 5. She is a multiple graded stakes winner. She was actually your betting favorite in the Belmont Oaks, the Grade 1 Belmont Oaks, back on July the 8th. She didn't really run that well that day. She actually got a pretty good trip. She sort of loomed up into contention. She was just a little bit flat, but she can sit close. She can put herself in a nice spot. She has a ton of class. I like Mission of Joy. I think she is a major player if she were to show up for the King's Plate. Number 2 for me is a horse that means, the name means wanderlust, longing for something that you don't even really know what it is, what it exists. Well, I know that Taukokipu wants to be in the King's Plate, and that's the game plan for them, trying to get there. This is a horse who had been knocking on the door, had shown so much talent early on in his career, but minor awards, lots of seconds. In fact, in 11 career starts, this horse has never been worse than 4th, and 9 of those races have been in the top 2, but hadn't been able to put it all together till earlier this year. He wins by 9. He comes right back and he wins a stakes race in his next start. It's the light bulb angle. All of a sudden, he just figured it out. This is what he was supposed to be doing. I thought he really dug in gamely against Grade 3 company last time out. He fought hard. It was his first time going that long. You could see he was a little green late, but it was only because he hadn't been that trip and he was still trying really hard. I think he's a major player. He is number 5 overall in the power rankings. Ron has him number 2 on his personal list. And the final one I wanted to discuss is the graded stakes winner, Kalik. Kalik also exits that very same weekend at Belmont as Mission of Joy, and Kalik and Mission of Joy are both tied atop the overall power rankings. Ron has Kalik number 4 on his personal list. Kalik is a horse who has good speed. He just wasn't able to show that type of speed in the Belmont Derby. I think he was a little farther back than they would have liked, and he didn't show that good effort that we saw from him. But he is very capable, and I think Kalik would also be a major player in the King's Plate. So 3 for me to discuss. Thanks so much for having me, and I can't wait to talk more King's Plate with you here.
Join us next week for the latest updates.